position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas A&M's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Oklahoma's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Brown. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The corners are walked up tight. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. And the Sooners are on the move. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's third and goal and third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Smashes in between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Morrow. off coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Caught over the middle. It's Bussey. Still on his feet at the 45. Speeding down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Pressure coming. Down he goes, and that is the last thing this offense needs right now.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Safe completion on the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the run, it's Norman. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Reels it in as he goes out of bounds on the right side for a huge play. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Johnson. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Back to throw, it's Reed. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down.
I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
And the returner goes down. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They're going to run it. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable, make him feel that pressure, keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Going to try to get it himself. He'll slide and avoid the big hit.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let him out of the pocket there, but now forcing the fourth down, and it's decision time for this offense.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They go to the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20.
Breaks into the open. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Aggies will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Complete downfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They want to run this quarterback. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on. And you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Grabbed over the middle, it's McIntyre. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man, it's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Snagged in the middle, it's McIntyre. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He'll pull it down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Sooners line up to punt it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Now they'll try the right side. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. And he'll take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
The Sooners racing to the line in a hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Finds a soft spot in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Quickly to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. Here's the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Norman. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're throwing this ball to the running back out in the flat. That's essentially an extension of a sweep play, right? But the defender there to bring him down for a gain of no yards.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. And the pass is broken up incomplete. But wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Reed. There's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. At the 35, he's open. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. A quick pass on the fly motion. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Yeah, and you see running backs sometimes today's football. They play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Complete on third down. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Got it in the middle, it's Bussey. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Quarterback keeps it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Gets the back moving. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Grabs behind the line, it's Brown. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. And the Sooners will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Norman. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
They'll leave it with him. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quarterback on the keeper. Running into the open space. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass, it's Reed. Caught near the sticks, it's Wilson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Texas A&M back to work with another first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative.
Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They are up by 7 over Florida State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Mateer. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
He'll do it himself. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. What a complete and dominant performance from this defense. I'm sure Von Miller's watching proudly.
Yeah, and Myles Garrett. I mean, just the names that A&M has had on that defense, and it's usually consistent year after year, finding a bunch of guys that are big and strong up front, linebackers that can tackle. They know how to recruit defense at A&M.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught close to the marker, it's Thomas. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got his man. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Touchdown, Sooner! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got to feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to run it. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Takes a handoff. It's Norman. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Running back searching for a hole. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Mateer. Swings it out to the flat. Runs through the tackle. And runs through another one. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Thomas. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Lost to throw on first down. The short hands. It's Sategna. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to go up top. Complete to the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. Not all close games are created equal.